I've been trying hard to understand what is behind the recent cases of excessive use of violence by police officers. I don't intend to judge the motives of people who one morning decided to wear a blue uniform. I don't intend to justify the actions other people did before they were held against them. But on repeated occasions, when the path of the truth crossed, the result demanded widespread attention. This isn't against the police force per se, but I value common sense and sanity of the mind, and I am witnessing an alarming lack of this in the institution. For what makes a man lock his arm around another man's neck and choke him to death? What has happened to that man that made him able to do this, even when not remotely threatened? What sense whispered in his ear and told him it was okay to jump at the other man from behind? What made him think that it was okay not to hear the words, "I can't breathe"? Weapons mass-produced cannot be coincidental. Exacerbated, they pile up. Subsequently, they are passed down from the National Guard to each state. SWAT teams multiply throughout the country and house raids increase to stop the illegal barber and even chicken fights. So who's watching on TV while riots rise and pass? Doesn't worry about being a suspect on the street, for he's driven in his car and the pen to sign new deals is already in his hands. Who's now crying at a coffin or praying at the press? Who's got Salvation Army written all over her dress? Or fearing for his life, or seeing devil's eyes, or can't question any orders for the mission comes right down? Who's sending out the orders and what's trying to protect? Who is above the order while cutting out the checks? If that one can now hear this, does it do it for the rest? If it does it, I want to point out that discussing things is best. If it doesn't, then I ask him to restore the lost respect that confusing high armed power with democracy has brought. Through authorities that now kill, perhaps they think they can. Where's our fear and where's our trust? Did we value wealth over too much? Who's in power over whom? Laws make justice, they say, but for who? And does everyone outside want to simply rules obey and let someone else decide the number of weapons to be made? What's then to be afraid of? Is it color? Is it wealth? If I was to go somewhere with this public debate, knowing class is here already and the killing here too, when I answer what to do, I'll avoid speaking in tongues. If we can't get rid of the killing, I guess we can start with the guns.